here on the set of Dracula. We are excited today to talk about one of the newest productions here at Riley's Farm. So the 2016 season lineup at Riley's Farm Theater Company has featured 3 exciting new productions, including an original tale, stage production of Dracula. What inspired you to tell this classic story?
When I first started working here, because actually during that time when I started working here and I learned that they did a lot of live theater and a lot of like interactive theater, I was actually going through the book for the first time. And then once I completed that book, I watched the 1931 Bela Lugosi version, done by Carl Laemmle in Universal, and I absolutely loved it. And so from there, I used to go to work and come home and try to find every film adaptation I could that was the closest to the book, and sadly I discovered it didn't exist.
Oh, really?
So I would say that Bela Lugosi's version is the closest that we come to it, which I mean I love that version. Mr. Riley was worried about the content because Dracula is associated with some negative connotations. And then every year after that, when we'd come up with another lineup, I would pitch it and pitch it and pitch it. And finally, I started talking to some of our local guests, and they said, hey, that's a great idea. And so finally last year, I pitched it, and he said, that's fine. And by then, I had gone through the book 3 times. When I was writing the script, I was going through it a 4th time. It is the closest thing I could think of to make an actual linear story take place and stay true to the novel, with many elements of the Bela Lugosi movie that I loved infused in the storytelling.
What challenges do you overcome bringing Dracula to the stage?
Was fitting a 412-page novel into 2 hours of stage time. So taking the highlights of that and just kind of going step by step by step, and then finding chronologically how to fit all the events in order to tell the story. Because in the original book, you're dealing with diaries, journals, newspapers, everything's first person told that way.
What is going to surprise people about this show?
We have a set of morals that we act upon, that we like to infuse our storytelling in. And I think this particular production hides those morals a little bit less than most. In other words, we're a bit more outspoken about that, and I think it's very important when you're dealing with the subject matter of Dracula, when you're dealing with vampires being staked in a tomb, or you're dealing with an insane asylum. This one, we want you to walk away from this particular story with that particular message that we believe. So,
is that something that you saw strongly in Bram's work?
It's definitely Christian influenced. It has Christian basis. I don't know if it's a Christian story, but I definitely think that Hollywood has worked its best to make certain it's not a Christian story. I kind of want to show the other side of the coin, I guess, that sure, we'll take what Bram Stoker has and we'll bump it up a few notches in that avenue. As Van Helsing says, that God does not abandon his children, whether it's in the valley of the shadow of the death, not here, not ever. That sense of security is what I would hope that they walk away from.